more relevant to today is the release, or shall I say re-release or new release? Bram Stoker's, Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
Lots of people's Dracula.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I love calling it Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. I mean, it's too many people's Dracula. Someone's Dracula. It's getting a 30th anniversary reissue. Sony, and people are wondering why. Like a few years ago,
no one's wondering why, Kaz. No one is wondering
why. They've done it with a few things, haven't they? They did it with Fifth Element.
Labyrinth. No, the Fifth Element was a US and UK one.
Sure,
Labyrinth was the most obnoxious one.
Well, they did it with Labyrinth. I mean, what they've done is they've gone, it's the 30th anniversary. We're going to do a reissue. What can we do?
We forgot this documentary.
We're going to put a and the music video. They put a documentary on and a music video.
For people who can't work
Dolby Vision on. I mean, I have to say, I don't own the last version, and I think this looks and sounds spectacular. I mean, it's a fabulous looking print, and similar to Highlander and Prince of Thieves, that the amount of detail and, as I think Tom put it, craft that goes into this movie shows in every frame. But you do that in a movie and you have that many practical and visual but not CG effects going on, and it's going to still look a little bit creaky. And for a 30-year-old movie, I think it looks fantastic.
I know, man, because I've got I want to say it was the 25th anniversary, wasn't it? It was 5 years ago that they put out the 4K, the first 4K version.
Was it
25th?
Can't remember.
Anniversary?
Let's say yes. Let's say yes to that.
Person looking stuff up on the internet.
Looking stuff up on the review I wrote. Yes. 2017. Yeah.
Okay. I just think hey, I'm on it, man.
Yep.
It's true to say that the effects are a bit creaky, but they're all like intentionally creaky. They're all like meant to remind you of.
They are. It is that style
of 50 years worth of Hollywood, which is so good. And that's the great thing about the Dracula on 4K, is that it shows you the precise way in which they are creaky. It's not like a horrible amorphous blob of an attempt at like optical effects from the same time. It's like this is exactly how it works and how it's done, and like every like little craft knife mark and every little pin in a shadow puppet, like that's awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see it creaking at that age.
Well, that's the thing. It was Coppola used all the latest technology to present the older technology in its very best light. And it's the use of miniatures that amazed in it. All those shots of the ship and the train and all that, and they are overtly miniatures. But like you say, it is like it's Hammer. I think I wrote somewhere that it was Francis Ford Coppola's drug-induced homage to Hammer, and it's just I want every film to be that. Every single film made to be that, because it was it's the best Hammer film Hammer never made.
I mean, it's a fantastic effort, and it looks tremendous. Looks tremendous in Dolby Vision. I can't tell you the differences, but honestly, if you don't already own it, I don't see why anyone wouldn't pick up this version. So I'm very happy to own it, because I didn't have the last 4K version. I would say, and I think Mark will confirm this, that if you got the original 2017, not sure you're going to be jumping out and repurchasing for the Dolby Vision Pass and Annie Lennox.
I mean, so I don't own the new disc. I haven't seen the new disc. I would be fascinated to see it, to see if they've done anything else with the transfer. Because if all they have done is slap a Dolby Vision pass on the existing transfer, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to see what the.
But didn't it already look fantastic?
absolutely amazing.
So I'm not looking at it going, this is blowing my mind. It's just, it's a very impressive piece of work, but they haven't, Star Trek motion pictured the effects here.
And especially as the 25th anniversary is regularly, it's a cornerstone of the 3 for 30 sales at the moment, isn't it? So
right now, in fact,
perfect. So honestly, it's a tough one, because if you don't own it and you have a desire to, and if you don't own it, you really should. It's going to be tough to justify stumping up, twice the price for a Dolby Vision pass and an Annie Lennox music video.
Oh, this will be in the sale. Atmos, which is the same on both tracks, is amidst the best 30-year-old film Atmos tracks that I've come across.
It's amazing, and it's all because of that amazing score. The percussion on that, it just feels like it's pressing those drums.
Score is its own living beast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can't actually imagine what this film would be like without that score.
The thing is, as well, like even if you don't like, or even if the movie is not your favorite, it has one of the best making of documentaries on the, I think it's on the Blu-ray that comes with, but of any movie. It is one of the most fascinating making of documentaries that has ever been produced, and if you have any interest in like how films work and how films are made, just buy it for that and watch that, because it's just almost as good as the movie itself.
And for Keanu Reeves also borrowing Sean Connery, Christopher Lambert's dialect coach. Honestly, this guy is the theme of our podcast.
He is so totally English.
Oh man, if there was one thing. Anyway.
The bastard.
Fantastic movie. Really got a lot of time for it.
So good.
Brilliant.
Poor Keanu.